So you were sellotaping a full pack of cards, like a deck?
Full pack, yeah, a deck within a little box itself. So.
Within a little box itself, a box of tea bags. I was stopping a conveyor belt and shoving a box full of brown paper, see you later, and then moving on to the next one. On a conveyor belt. Can anybody beat that?
And I remember
the most boring job.
we had like the tea breaks.
Feature one, boring jobs.
You know, I think you could definitely still smoke indoors when I was doing this. You know, so the tea break room was you don't know where you had a break. It was just like this smoky den.
Yeah.
And what were people doing in there? Playing cards.
No. I'm drinking tea. They had it all there. It was all in front of them. Let's have a bit of music. We had a happy birthday request. I've lost it. Anyway, this was for whoever had happy birthday. Happy birthday. This is for you, Genesis Mama. Genesis Mama, here on BBC Radio Wales.
Friday night on BBC One Wales is Children in Need, and it's going to be one epic night of entertainment, starring Harry Hill.
I can see big names from the world of showbiz.
The residents of Albert Square.
It just takes a lot of getting used to.
Yes, sweetheart, you better get used to it.
And taking to the Strictly dance floor, the cast of Call the Midwife.
Father, you
Plus an exclusive Star Wars special. BBC Children in Need, Friday night from 7:30 on BBC One Wales.
Yes, indeed, this is BBC, well, I suppose this is BBC One, this is BBC Radio Wales. Hey, it's all connected. Here we are in my kitchen, it's the wardrobe with the Tom Wrigglesworth is here for the first time in a very long time. Welcome back, Tom.
Thank you. Hello.
Was that it?
Yeah, no, I was just glancing at email while I was correcting on the pronunciation, wasn't I? Well, not pronunciation, just a word.
You were told off that apparently it's not, in terms of the moon, it's not a gibbon. Do you think it was a waxy gibbon?
I think that's what I've just chosen to remember.
Yeah, it was gibbous apparently.
Gibbous. of course.
Gibbous. A gibbous moon or something, not a gibbon.
Which makes perfect sense.
Talking of bottoms, last week we had a very exciting feature, which was what's a builder's bottom called where you live. And we had responses from all over the world, you know, little different, you know, what do you call it? You know, variations on
like Gennel and Ginnel.
that kind of thing. But look at this. I know you don't care, but next week, this came in the week, the 7th of November. That's today. I'll be listening live from my caravan/office in Melbourne, Australia. Blah 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 blah. I've been to Wales. I know how to make faggots. Blah 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 blah. Builder's bottom. In Australia, it's called plumber's bum, but it can be called money box. Interesting.
You mean the overhang?
I mean the often unwelcome glimpse of a work person's derriere cleft. Yes, that's what I mean. in my household, you insert a coin as you're going past. So good luck thing, says Clara Hass. I don't know if that's a good luck.
Maybe that's why they do it. It's sort of like, you know, when you leave a stocking out for Santa Claus's builders have just got used to.
Do you think that's why women do it when they bend down underneath your sink and reveal a little more than you'd like? It's basically feed the horse. It's the equivalent. Stick a penny in the slot.
It's the equivalent of that little silver tray in posh pubs where they're supposed to leave a tip.
I see a builder every day as I'm married to a plasterer, says Tracy Davis in Brighton. I'm always telling him to pull his trousers up. To add to your builder's cleavage feature, this is from Eric Perez in Venezuela, or originally from Venezuela. It's known as showing one's alcancía. Showing one's alcancía, which translates in English. Oh yeah, look at this, as piggyback. Wow. The term clearly references the slot where the money goes. Surrounded by a sea of ham.
Oh, that's yeah. Some sort of porky money.
I've never personally slipped a fiver down a plumber's trousers, but considering this is surely food for thought now. I don't know, I'd be interested to know. So there's clearly, obviously, out there is at least some notion of it being a sort of money box.
Yeah, but it's not money box, it's money to piggyback. It's from...
Or piggyback, yeah.
Yeah, it's from like the big fleshy back of a pig, isn't it?
Yeah. But
just a stamp.
what I want to know is, what we haven't heard from yet is any labourers out there, or plasterers, or work people, men, women, whatever in the trades. Have you ever had anyone pop money in there?
Yeah, do you get it? Do you declare?
Do you declare? Do you declare it is definitely the all we want to get to on this. If are you a labourer, have you ever had money? Yeah. Have you ever had somebody pop money in there, and does it go on your tax return? Absolutely. Or is it seen as like some kind of gratuity that doesn't need to be? Do tips go on your tax return? I don't know. I've never had one.
Gratuity.
I don't know. Look at this in Niigata. We better look it up. Can you look it up, mate?
Yeah.
Niigata. I don't know where it is.
Sounds very exotic.
Well, it does sound, but Melody in Niigata says, sadly, I've never seen one. Oh, well, that's a real cultural miss out, isn't it, that? Never seen a builder's bottom. Sadly, never seen one. This is where we need the out-of-tune music. Because tradespeople here wear undershirts tucked into their slacks.
To prevent.
And it's in Japan, apparently. I've just been informed by the production team there. So in Japan, tradespeople wear undershirts tucked into their sacks, then jackets over the shirts. They're very polite. Not only do they leave their shoes in the vestibule, as is customary when they come in, they clean up the work area very nicely after them. I checked my translation software and I could find no equivalent of plumber's crack. So nothing in Japan, it doesn't exist at all.
No, because they wear what, like,
Hey,
body stuff.
listen, plumbers in Japan, you could be missing out on a load of tips.
Yeah, you could.
Get your trousers down.
Tear a hole.
You could be losing a forge. Get your pants down. I want to hear from 0370110 810 on the text. Tweet me at Roddy on the show. If you are a labourer of some kind who has by your own admission a workman's workperson's bottom, have you ever had money in there and you declare it? That's what we want to know. This has come from Beth Melvin, who's on at 7 PM tonight with a music show. She recommends a track for us every week. This is Afro Cluster and Greg Blackman, and it's Basic Questions. This has come from her. Thanks, Beth, and tune into her show tonight, 7 PM.
The senior staff psychiatrist of Harvard University, Dr. Armand M. Nikolai Jr.
We live in an age of explosive increase of knowledge. Yet for the mass of men in this century, the most basic question. This ain't
0700 100 110. Tom Wrigglesworth is here with me. We're having a light-hearted gamble through the newspapers. 8, 10, 12 if you want to text us. You can tweet us at Rod Gilbert Show. Most boring jobs. We briefly touched on it. Yeah, I don't think anybody's bothered getting in touch about it. So it's sort of a feature. Kind of is, kind of isn't. Rod, I'm a long-time podcast listener. Listening live for the first time today. This is from last week, I think. The reason I'm listening is to investigate a possible violation of the Trades Descriptions Act 1968. You introduce your podcast as some of the best bits of my Saturday morning radio show, therefore implying there are so many good bits in your live show that you cannot fit them all into the podcast. I have doubts about this. Best regards, Craig Dixon from Durham. Rod, actually, and then he sent another one saying, Rod, actually ignore that last email. My wife wants to go shopping, so I won't have time to carry out my investigation today. Some other time, maybe. Craig Nixon from Durham. So he's written to tell me he's listening, and then written back to say he's not listening.
He should spend more time daydreaming, shouldn't he?
He should do that. Now then, we've got a thing here. Look, great to hear Tom back on your show this morning. I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Features. I think it's Captain Features was your official title. A while ago at the Glee in Birmingham.
I remember.
Very funny man. Here's the proof. Mel Wilson and Evesham. She sent in a picture of you, Rob Deering, and her. So, Captain Features, are you going to live up to your name? You always bring a little feature for us.
I've got a phone full of them.
Have you?
Well, I was reminded by one of them. There's a thing in the newspaper today, right? This is a little article. It says 4 student houses had to be fumigated after a group of lads tried to cook the world's hottest chili.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
And they had to fumigate it. What is it about lads and hot food where you have this? It seems to be only lads that do it. It seems to be a very male thing where you I do it with my friends. Right? We go for curry, my male friends, and we can't. There's a secret code. You cannot be not having the hottest thing on the menu. It's ridiculous. And then half an hour later, we're all in pain.
I've never seen anybody actually do it.
We don't talk about it.
It's a talked about thing. It's a well documented thing. Lads having a hot curry. I've never seen it. I've never seen anyone try it.
Yeah, we've always done it out.
Maybe I'm just really mature and all my friends are really sensible.
Yeah, and they're all trying exotic different flavours and the rest of it. No, we just.
Well, we're not. We're straight down the line. Bother you, please.
Someone like
Chicken korma, please.
Yeah, and then someone will say Vindaloo and everyone else goes, oh right, is that and even so it's like poker. You sort of up the stakes. Before you know it, you're just.
What paper have you got that from?
The Daily Mirror.
The Daily Mirror. How have they described it? That a house had to be fumigated.
4 houses.
Well, I was going to say, the Sun have gone a bit further. A row of houses was evacuated, it says here.
Exactly.
When neighbours were choked by the fumes of the world's hottest chili. Many poured out into the street after the super hot Carolina Reaper. I've never heard of that, have you? The spice seeped into their homes. It's being used in a chili con carne by a group of lads eager to test its strength. Teresa Morgan, 19, and her housemates were next door preparing for a Halloween-themed night out when they all suddenly began coughing. After 2 of the pals, it's getting more sick, they rang 999. Yeah. There was no smell or smoke, so we thought it was carbon monoxide. We saw the neighbours around us also coughing, rushing out of their houses.
Hankies on their face and stuff.
I thought the Scotch bonnet was the.
It is, isn't it? That little puffy thing.
I thought that little puffy thing was the hottest one.
So that's a bit really when you have these sort of.
So what is the feature that comes out of that?
Feature 1 is
the feature 1
lads
is
one-upmanship, or group of friends one-upmanship. Where you play one-upmanship. You don't really talk about it, but you can't handle the fact that your friend is going to do something a little bit better than you.
Lads one-upmanship. All lasses.
All lasses, of course. Now the main feature though, Rod, and the reason I was reminded of this one was because when I went for curry recently with my friends.
Yeah. Did you do it? Did you do the one-upmanship?
I did. Yeah. I did. And of course I was in agony.
Why doesn't it ever go the other way, like down to the blandest one?
No, it never does.
Over a corn, or I'll have a corn, I bet that.
Just a big bowl of poppadoms. We went to this curry house. It was really nice and everything. And you know when in like public restaurants and
yeah.
The
public restaurants, I know the type of thing.
Restaurants,
yeah.
The bathrooms have that sort of double door.
They should have.
Yeah, they
should have.
Yeah, they normally do, right? You go through, unless it's hidden away, like round the back of the downstairs and everything like that. If it's in the same room as the diners,
yeah,
you have that sort of double door thing.
Yeah.
Where you open one door and then you go through.
Yeah. Another door.
Another door.
2 doors.
2 doors, and of course that's very dignity because even when you're eating, I think you don't want to spy ceramic. Like bathroom,
no, you don't want to.
Not even a hand dryer.
You don't want to watch somebody else on the toilet.
No, of course not. Of course not that. But
not while you're eating.
Even a sink, I think, would freak you out a little bit.
You know, I don't think a sink would freak me out.
We just you don't even want to glance into the bathroom, right? I think it would be considered inconsiderate.
Right.
Now, this curry house, right? They've got the double door the double door dignity lock in place.
Yeah.
But the doors were
Safety valve.
Safety valve, yeah.
The valve of appropriateness.
The doors were too close together, so you couldn't. You had to open them both at the same time to get through them. Do you know what I mean?
You'd
You
be just
couldn't-
constantly slamming into each other,
you were
wouldn't it? Like
constantly slamming
castanets.
Yeah, exactly. You were slamming into each other.
Clack, 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 clack.
And of course, the only way to get out would be to hold both doors open at once. So not only were you giving full visibility into the bathroom from where you were emerging, you were also making a clacky noise.
So drawing attention.
To drawing attention.
Quickly, clack, clack, clack. What's that? Oh, it's a bill toilet.
Oh look, I've just
There's a
seen
door.
right inside the cubicle. Brilliant. And so that is feature 2, Ron. Is
What is feature 2? Have you ever been
they've
doing?
made it worse. They've
Oh.
tried to help with the double door lock, whatever you call it. They've made it worse.
So your features, have you ever seen something that's tried to help but made it worse?
Yeah. Phones are going to trust me on this one, Ron.
I don't trust you on
See,
this
it's
one, mate.
skeptical.
Every now and again, you launch a feature on
Yeah,
this thing.
and
That's
then,
never going to get
and then
there.
an hour later,
We haven't even had anything on boring jobs. Not one text. Do you think we're going to have things on tried to help but made it worse?
I do.
Right.
Instances where, or you've tried to help and it made it worse.
Dear Rod, it's my dad's birthday. Or you've tried to help made it worse. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Dear Rod, it's my dad's birthday this week. He's 49. His name is Tony Matthias and he's working in Jakarta. Please wish him a very happy birthday. Lots of love from me, Lowry, age 50, bringing down the average listener age. There we are. You can have this one. How about having this track for your old man there who's 49? You can have. He'd enjoy this actually. He'd enjoy this. He'd remember this. A bit of all of this and nothing. Remember Depeche Mode, Dave Garner and Soul Savers. This is. Hey, it'll sound familiar.
mention the beloved Eisteddfod.
The Welsh settlers bring a slice of Welsh life to Patagonia
It wouldn't be an Eisteddfod without a little bit of rain.
and welcome a surprise guest.
Greetings from Government Argentina.
An impression, it's very good.